Okay, another day, another unboxing.
Ta-da! This one definitely has a lot more clasps.
Clasps. Oh, I heard class or clasps?
Clasps.
Clasps. All right, let's check this thing out.
Why is every color nicer than the one that I have seen before?
Well, this is an iconic color. This is what they call a Silverburst.
So black is one of my favorite colors in general.
This is silver.
There's like a black outline.
Yeah, Silverburst.
Silverburst.
Technically black burst actually.
Why are the inlays? So the inlays are a little bit different from what I have seen before.
These are mother of pearl inlays.
Ah, finally I get it right. Mother of pearl. Okay, so this is a Gibson. It's a Les Paul.
Yes.
I remember the last one that we opened was a PRS. So that's different. It's got a really beautiful neck, I have to say.
Silver bursting on the neck also.
Yeah, I think I really like the fact that it's one tone all the way from top to bottom. Because lots of other guitars that I've seen with PRS, the neck is wood, and then the bottom.
The neck on this is wood also. But
But I mean it's a different color, like just the normal regular color.
That's true actually.
Yeah. Nice, very nice. I love the golden.
So that's actually what makes this guitar special. It's the Silverburst with gold hardware. Normally this comes with silver hardware.
Oh,
This was a special run in Japan with this option.
Okay, that does make it stand out quite a fair bit, I have to say. Right, really love it. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, I still have to count. 6.
Six string.
strings.
Yes. A 7-string Gibson Silverburst would be sacrilegious.
Really?
Maybe.
Okay, great. So love the color, love the build, love the golden accessories. I don't know if this is by far my favorite or not, but definitely in the top favorites, I have to say.
Alright folks, let's take a closer look. You'll have to bear with me because I have suffered a AC malfunction in the music room. So we're gonna be filming a little bit closer to the ground, with a little bit of a fan sound in the background in any case. So the first thing to note is the latches of this are different. Typically you have top closing latches. These latches just open up like this. This is the typical top closing latch, but the other latches are unusual. Never seen this before, but maybe Gibson experts have. And yes, we are gonna open it up. Well, you already saw what it looked like when Nithi opened it up. So this is a Silverburst. Pretty standard for a Silverburst, but also not standard. What is standard about it is the color. What is not standard about it is everything else. So gold hardware, including the tuner pegs, the tuner buttons, everything. That's number one. The pickups, these are Super 74s, very different from most Gibson pickups. I would call them very, very bright and grimy, in a way that it's very good for like dirty rock. It's not the cleanest thing in the world. It's very different, and I believe this is similar to what came in the Gibsons in the 70s and similar to what Randy Rhoads played. And the other interesting thing about this is the neck. So beyond the color, that it's beautiful burst and beautiful teardrop shape at the back, as you should have on Silverbursts. The shape it's surprisingly thin, not very thin, not like a 60s neck. What I would call it similar to is a ESP thin U on a ESP Eclipse that you see over there. So this neck is very similar. Let me put it this way, maybe the ESP modeled itself off the 70s Les Pauls. So that's what this reminds me of. Other than that, specs are standard. Mahogany body. I do not think this has a maple top. And ebony fretboard, mother of pearl inlays. It is, very nice quality ebony. I do not think it's dyed. Pick guard, standard speed knobs. This effect of the silver on the gold is very nice actually. I wasn't sure if I would like gold on a Silverburst, though even the Les Paul Customs have gold, but looking at it in person, it lends the guitar just that right bit of character. So that's really nice. And of course, the logo is the old Gibson logo, I think, in the 70s. There's no dot over there. I'm not an expert, but the other thing that's interesting is this orange lining. Typically, Gibson cases have pink lining, so that's another detail that I like. She likes it as well. All right, let's get this up to the bench. Let's get some sounds, and let me tell you how it plays. All right. So first, let me introduce you to this model. This is a 1974 Les Paul Custom in Silverburst, which is not a 1974 color, and it's a Japan limited run. So what makes it a 1974? Few things. Pancake body. If you look at the nitro, you can see a little bit of a line, which tells you that it's a pancake. It's a volute. So the neck has a volute, and I'm hoping I'm not going to cause any damage to anyone. And the pickups, Super 74 pickups. That's what makes it a 1974. What makes it different from 1974 is the color. This Silverburst was not there in 1974. And of course, the gold hardware, which is specified by the Japanese dealer. Now, what are the consequences for you when you pick up this guitar? One, it is a proper Norland style Les Paul Custom without the downfalls of a typical Norland style, which means the weight is manageable. It is heavy, but it's under 10 pounds. So it is very, very manageable, yet it feels chunky like a Les Paul Custom should. The neck shape is out of this world. It's what I think is something similar to the ESP's thin U neck. I showed you that during the unboxing, which makes it amazing for playing leads. It's kind of the perfect guitar for just shredding through. So it's a perfect lead guitar. You can totally see why someone like a Randy Rhoads would have really loved this guitar. So where did I get this guitar from? I got this guitar in Japan from probably the world's most impressive Gibson dealer, which is the Ochano Mizu's world's finest guitars in Ochano Mizu, Tokyo, by Ishibashi. It's a huge shop full of only Gibson custom guitars. Imagine that. A whole shop only Gibson custom. There were 3 of these on the rack. I chose the best one. The best one because it was lightest. Sound-wise, I would say all 3 of them were very similar. Subtle differences. It was more the weight for me. That's why I went for this one. Yeah. So let's get some sounds and let's see what we think of that. So as you noticed, I just gave you a reference instrument, and the reason I gave you a reference instrument is because that particular guitar, that PRS, for me sounds a lot like a regular Les Paul, and this, you can tell the difference between this and say that regular Les Paul sound. It's much brighter. It's a little bit dirtier, for lack of a better word. It's not a very, very I don't want to say it's not a clear sound. It is a very clear focused sound, but it's not a very clean sound. Maybe that's the right word. It has a little bit of grit in it. And that makes this guitar have a very, very specific character. Now, it is the Super 74 pickups, I'm sure, because I have played Les Paul Customs with the standard pickups and they sound different. But what makes this guitar interesting because of those pickups is that it is, for me, perfectly suited for that 70s, 80s hard rock application. You know, you get a wonderful kind of grinding, not like a metal kind of grind, but like that kind of a wonderful rock sound that cuts through a mix. Typically, the thing with Les Pauls is that you struggle to cut through a mix. Especially if you're playing in a band with a Telecaster or a Strat, I would know. It happens to me all the time. But this guitar is probably one Les Paul that can cut through a mix. That's what makes it very, very special. But at the same time, the flip side of it is it going to be the perfect guitar for playing pristine cleans? No. Is this going to be the perfect guitar for playing super high gain metal? Not really, because super high gain metal surprisingly needs very clean pickups. That's why Fishman influences are very popular. And for this guitar, it has a little bit too much high end to play very hardcore metal, because you'll get a little bit too much of the pick sound. But for hard rock, for playing anything from Thin Lizzy all the way to Guns N' Roses, anything Marshall, anything till probably the new metal scene, anything before the new metal scene, anything after Led Zeppelin. So 1969 to 1997, that's where this guitar excels. Of course, this is the similar guitar, not the color, but the pickups and the model, which is 74 Les Paul custom to what Randy Rhoads played. So you can definitely get into that ballpark. I'm very, very happy with it so far. I mean, 70s, 80s, and early 90s hard rock is kind of home ground for me. That's what we all started learning. I don't really play that kind of music much anymore, other than with my live band, but it's very refreshing for me to play a guitar that's made for that versus some of the other guitars that I'm playing nowadays, which are more extended range, more for modern or whatever. So I like that about it. The other thing is the looks of it. The Silverburst is a classic. You just can't go wrong with it. So if you're lucky enough to get your hands on this very rare Norland's 74 style Silverburst, I don't think there are too many. I think Japan made about 10 of these spread across the dealers. If you can find your hands on this model, this is a worthy Les Paul custom to have. The Super 74 pickups are great if you play 70s, 80s rock, and if you don't play that, and if you want to try something else, I can see this guitar with a pickup swap being perfect for metal, because it's such a easy playing Les Paul. So different from a regular 1959, which is nice, but of course, no one will call it like a shredder's guitar. This guitar is a shredder's guitar. Alright, I hope this was helpful. Till next time.